And up next, two guys in the same stable, guys that team up together quite a bit, but tonight they'll be on opposite sides. Chris Jericho takes on Kenny Omega. And we'll watch this one. And it will be interesting to see how this matchup in real life turns out at AEW Double or Nothing. When they had a match in New Japan Pro Wrestling, it was very much a brawling style match. I would imagine they would mix things up to at least some degree for Double or Nothing, but I guess that remains to be seen as Jericho knocks Omega off his shoulders. Very hard chops back and forth between Omega and Jericho. Now Omega's going to go for a piece of wood. The referee with a very slow count. 5 count is qualification for having a bit of lumber in the ring. The elbows from Omega went out of the chops from Jericho in that exchange. Jericho with a DDT. And an Enziguri from Jericho. The running knee into the corner by Omega. A lot of back and forth exchanges between these two.
5 minutes gone.
This match, one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Low blow from Chris Jericho, and he'll go with the camel clutch on Omega. Enziguri from Omega. And that's a dragon suplex, a release dragon suplex from Kenny Omega on Chris Jericho. Now Omega with a power slam, and Jericho falls to the floor outside. Omega's gonna get a breather. Power slam on top of that piece of wood by Omega. Although the game doesn't recognize weapons that are down, there is a mod you can have. Oh, there's Jericho with the Northern Lights suplex. 2 count only. There's a mod that allows you to have it where weapons in the ring can be used. Or somebody falls and you hear it, but the collision detection is not quite there, and it's almost becomes comical. Certainly distracting, if nothing else. And again, Jericho with a counter for an Omega power move from behind. Two very powerful finishing maneuvers with these two respective wrestlers. Jericho with the code breaker in this game, he uses it quite frequently. This is the New Japan Pro Wrestling version of Jericho. Hence the brawling, hence the piece of wood in the ring. Walls of Jericho, not a bad submission either. But it's that code breaker that's really done it for him. And there we go, the code breaker on Omega. See Omega with a one-winged angel, but Jericho strikes first. And Omega escapes. That was a big one by Jericho, hitting his signature finishing maneuver first, but it's a gut wrench into a powerbomb by Omega. And Jericho just barely escapes. Mentioned the walls of Jericho, we have it right here. Submission maneuver by Chris Jericho on Kenny Omega in the center of the ring. 10 minutes down, 20 minutes to go in this 30-minute time limit match. Another gut wrench into a powerbomb pinning combination by Omega. And a 2.9. Another near fall, but the match continues. Both men hurting. Exhaustion setting in. Omega has Jericho for the one-winged angel. That's a critical. And that'll do it. The knockout. Kenny Omega knocking out Chris Jericho with a one-winged angel. I do find it strange that they just let go of the pinfall attempt there versus just following through with it. There we go in the match evaluation. You don't see this very often in the game. A 100% match rating for a match that goes 11 minutes, 20 seconds. I mean, I'll take it, but that's a surprise.